Hi, well here we are. We're going to do a quick demonstration of how to make a compost bin. It's just an ordinary household dustbin. You can use these for making compost, or you can buy proprietary compost bins. I use these because they're easy to store. The proprietary bins cost a lot. These are fairly cheap, easy to adapt, and we'll start off a compost cycle today, and then over time we'll record to see how things are getting on. The main thing to consider is we need to put drainage into it, aeration, and holes at the bottom so that liquid can drain off if I water it excessively, but also earthworms can gain access. So it's black, which means it will take the heat of the sun and also then act as a bit of a heat store, heat sink, to release that heat, or use it for actually cooking the compost in the bin itself. So the first thing we need to do is drill some holes. So you just need a standard drill. Now this attachment has this secondary cutting edge to it to create large openings on the side of the bin so that air gets in and also water drains out easily. The central drill point is just for locating. The starting point is the bottom. Sorted out the drill, let's try that again. Okay. Okay, so we now have 3 holes in the bottom. That should give us good drainage, allow the worms in, not too much soil to come out. Now we need a few on the side, mainly for aeration. One more should do it. There we are. So we've now got aeration holes on the side, we've got aeration holes on the base and drainage as well. So that's our bin. I think that holds 80 litres. Yeah, 80 litres total. Now, you'll see that under the benches here, I've got bins, but they're full of water. And they act as a heat sink, especially over winter. Under this side of the polytunnel, so it's not obstructing the light to any plants. It's under the bench. And during the course of the day, any heat that's gained will heat that water in those 80 litre tanks and then it loses its heat back in the evening and overnight. Our temperatures at the moment, we're tail end of May, and our maximum today, or yesterday rather, was 19.5 degrees. Today currently it's 17.4, and overnight we dropped to 2.3. So we had a hit of frost. I'll reset that. Okay, so now we've just got to start filling our compost bin. I'll just go and get some garden rubbish. I've put a couple of tissues in the bottom first off, just to cover the holes so that water can leak out, but I don't lose a whole lot of soil or compost in the first place. And here I've got all my rubbish from the garden, which includes some old dried up remnants of plants. That can all go in there. Then I've got some fresh greens. I've just quite literally pulled these from the garden. These are the leaves off the fig tree at the moment. Already starting to decompose, so they're ideal to go in there. All weed seeds can go in. We'll let this get up to temperature to start cooking things. That's that. So there I've got a mix of greens and browns. I'll just get this one. This is a remnant of an old plant. As you can see, it's done its job, it's died a death. That can go in there. Got quite a good root ball, and it's in good soil. So that soil can go in and help to restart the compost, act as a base, also contains any of its microbes, any filaments, any worms, other insects that are already in there, can all start helping the process. And of course the old spent compost itself. So that can all go in. Give it a mix. Stick that aside. Now somewhere I've got some old sweet corn plants. I'll just go and get those. We got this fairly full up within a short space of time. And we've got this old sweet corn. As you can hear, very rustly, very dry. And to make it easier to create compost, we'll just give it a little snip up. Shush dog, you're ruining my recording. Right, that's the top cut down. Let's see what we get out. Sweet corn wasn't very successful this year. Maybe next year I need to use a bigger tub for it, because that's root bound. However, turn that into something positive, leave it in your compost and it will all break down. You just need to make sure that we make this wet at the end of the day before walking away. Good root ball. I think the pot might be a bit shallow. Always learn from your mistakes. So last year, obviously, I used too small a pot. What's that? It's about 9 inches. I need a larger one next year if I'm going to grow corn again. Never really had a great deal of success with corn. That's almost a full bin within a day. Doesn't say what size it is. "9-inch deep, about 12 inches wide. So that's probably about a 15-litre pot. Okay for something else, but clearly not right for sweet corn. So we've got everything in there that we need to at the moment, apart from a little drop of water. Okay, that'll do. We'll just pop the lid on. Now, we can just pop that under one of the benches. So it's slightly out of the way for me. It'll act as a bit of a heat sink. Now, you may recall a few weeks ago, we planted some parsnip seeds. And I'm just going to show you the end result.